Right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Simtrax Broadcasting coming to you live. Patrick Morrison, of course, here in the booth with you guys. And per the pictures from what you are seeing, obviously you know where we're going to be. I got a 46-foot tall concrete monster standing outside with a fancy toy in his hand. And one of these guys will be crowned the winner here tonight at Dover International Speedway. Interesting few facts here between 67 and 69. This was actually originally paved with asphalt. They went ahead and changed a few other things about it, going ahead and making the most extreme banking of some of the racetracks out there of up to 24 degrees on the circuit out there. And the Monster Mile is where we are here in Dover, Delaware. Fantastic. I'm so glad you guys could show up here tonight. I want to have a little conversation here about the winners last week. Ritch Blake, at this point, is holding out so far. With a 2-race win streak. He needs one more to tie Philip Temples. But Philip Temples is not here tonight. I'm not seeing him at this point as we are getting squared away out onto the track. So in just a second, we'll see everybody qualifying. But let's take a look at what we got going on here tonight. 100 degrees out on the track. That's perfect for tires, especially for seeding in. But they're going to start getting slick after this one. So we'll see how long this lasts after that. Out there on the track, 68 degrees in the air, nice and clear, no problems, no tire limit here in the gRaceland Shootout Series. You guys know that, everybody knows that. We really, these guys enjoy really having a blast out here on the track. Let's see if we can find one of our guys out there on the track at this point. Ritch Blake is who we're looking at right now. Let's kind of see what kind of times he can land here. We're just kind of waiting our turn here, seeing how he gets around the track. Hopefully he's able to stay connected out there. There we go. All right, Ritch Blake right now. Bomb Dude in second. Oh, man. Billy Stanley had the pole there for a second. Now down to second. Let's see if Ritch Blake can do any faster. Alright, moves him up to third. That's going to put Billy Stanley here. You'll notice he's running a different paint scheme here tonight. Actually almost matching another driver out there, Greg Myers. Let's see how he's looking. Kind of the same blue out there. Greg Myers with a 5th place stop there. Still waiting on Randy Bledsoe and Robertson to see if they can turn some laps here. Robert Lynch right now holding on to the pole with a 23:37. Yeah, Billy Stanley still with a solid top 5 right now, so we'll see how well he does out there the remainder of the race. It's Matthew Barker in the 96, and I believe I see, there he is, Randy Bledsoe. He did not actually get a podium position last week, kind of actually fell off a little bit. I think North Wilkesboro kind of tangled him up there, not too bad. He still leads the points race but by only 5 points so far. Right now he's sitting at 489, Robertson at 484. And Austin Evans in third with a 424, so Austin Evans got a tall hill to climb to kind of run him down here. Bledsoe had some of the fastest times during practice, but Robertson was faster than him. So we'll see if these guys go ahead and get their way out there. I know Robertson kind of waits it out a little bit. To see if he can shave off some of that fuel, but Lynch still holding tight on the number 1 spot. Robertson still out onto the track at this point. Yeah, we'll have to see. Robertson gonna give it one last shot here. He's got to start getting his time up. He's only got about another minute to go here left in qualifying. Hopefully he's able to narrow a fast time down here so far. Second, he overcomes Bledsoe. Bledsoe is actually a little bit slower his second lap of the 23:56. 23:38 is what we're seeing his fastest time being. Robert Lynch still holding that top spot. Seems these guys have their fastest lap on the first run. The second lap seems to fall off after that. And that should do it. Let's see. Oh, man. 10,000ths of a second slower. So Robert Lynch right now is going to hold on to our top spot. The only person who has not qualified yet is Mr. Richard Sudduth in the 95. But we'll see if anybody else out here. Daniel Holloway is here tonight. And all right, let's take a little time and let's meet our drivers. See if we can have a little chat with somebody out in the in pit road at this point. Since we met our drivers, now I want to kind of have a little chat with see how some of them are doing and how tonight is looking. Let's try to see if we can catch up with Randy Bledsoe. You got a copy on me, here, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man, dude. How's the track holding up there for you tonight?
Clean air is key, but dirty air is not.
All right. Well, you were unable to successfully get the pole. I think Robert Lynch was on a tear. I'm interested to see if he can hold it out as long as he could, but I know you and Robertson were fastest during practice. What's kind of the game plan to stay out front?
Try my best to get the clean air. That's, like I said, that's going to be king. Just keep it out of the wall. Dirty air is going to put people on the wall for sure.
Alrighty, yeah, I definitely know turn exit here at the Monster Mile is difficult. How critical are tires?
Very critical. That right front is way overheated and wears pretty quick.
All right, man. Well,
so
hopefully
each time there's a caution, there should be people pitting.
Yeah, that's what I would figure. I definitely expect everybody to be super fast, taking so many tires here tonight. But, all right, bud. Yeah, Randy, you know what, man? Go ahead and give me a shout-outs before I send you back into your car.
I give a shout-out to all the fans watching. Y'all make this happen.
All righty. Thank you, Randy Bledsoe. And hopefully we'll catch up with you at the end there, bud.
All right, thanks.
All right, everybody. Randy Bledsoe, the number 81, our points leader here tonight of the series so far. See if we can actually catch up with. Let's see if we can catch up with Billy. I haven't talked to Billy in a couple races. I haven't talked to Billy in a little while. Billy, you got a copy on me, here, bud?
10-4. What's up?
All right, dude. All right. Talk to me about the paint scheme tonight. I noticed we keep, I think you went a white and gold one time, white and silver, I think, last week. We're in the blue car tonight. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, well, my boss, he likes blue cars, he says. He's got a blue Camaro. He's the owner of Performance Distributors. So I said, okay, well, I'll start painting some of my cars blue then.
Oh man, it can't be that simple.
That's how simple it is.
Oh,
Well, and it's Memphis State colors too. So I thought I'd run them tonight.
okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you and Greg were kind of running the same thing tonight.
Yeah, I noticed his, but his is a little bit different shade of blue. So, but at least mine, you'll see the big TCB on the hood. So that that'll be the difference.
Oh yeah. All right, Billy. Well, man, we're about to wrap up the warm up here. What's the biggest thing you see kind of being a hurdle here tonight?
For me, let's just get in that bottom groove and stay there and make as many passes as I can, to get to the front.
All right, bud. Well,
because you're gonna have to move them up, that's for sure. Because if that bottom groove is where you need to be in those corners, and so you're gonna have to move somebody to get up front. So
yeah.
I guess there's gonna be a little bit of that going on tonight too.
And turn exit is pretty crucial here, man, especially that right front tire. But Billy, go ahead and give me your shout outs here, bud.
Let's see. First, Performance Distributors and all the fans. To my wife, thanks for watching, sweetie, and hopefully I'll bring home a podium finish tonight.
All righty, Billy Stanley in the number 8. Good job tonight, bud.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I told him good job like the night is over. We haven't even gotten started yet. Monster Mile is what we got coming up. Guys are gridding as we speak to get out onto the track, waiting for Robert Lynch to go ahead and assume his position in the front row here. And we'll kind of see what all they've got going on here. Let's take a look at our grid for tonight. Robert Lynch, Adam Robertson, 1 and 2. Randy Bledsoe ends up in that 3rd position. Daniel Holloway in 4th. I call him Robert Bomdude here. Ritch Blake in 6th. Billy Stanley starting in 7th. Rob Yost will be in 8th. So got back a little toward the back here, buddy. Greg Myers into 9th. That'll put Matthew Barker into 10th. And Richard Suddeth did not qualify, but he's hanging back here in the 11th position. I know we keep talking to Richard Suddeth a few times here and back, kind of back and forth a little bit, and he says, he doesn't qualify because he doesn't want to end up in any trouble. He gets mashed to pieces. He says, I got to be super careful. I keep getting run into. Richard Suddeth, if you tune into this, bud, man, you got to qualify. All the problems seem to happen middle of the field. If you can get up in the top 3, I think you got a heck of a chance here. So hopefully we'll see Richard Suddeth break into the top 5. I believe he did last week as well. Was able to avoid some issues there at North Wilkesboro, where we were. Got a few other people getting ready to go here. Definitely something to see. Let me see if we can have a little look here at actually at Billy in the car here. Let's see how he's doing. Let's see if I can find him. There it goes. Green flag is out. We are underway already. Daniel Holloway slides into the second position as Robertson takes off. Really launches it here. Great job. As they pass under the Dover Bridge. They actually allow people to sit in that bridge, which is pretty cool. Whew, man. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. Daniel Holloway had kind of taken the nose out from Randy Bledsoe there. He was talking about clean air, and obviously you see how crucial it is at this point already. As them trying to slide around the field here. Right now, Robertson, Holloway, and Bledsoe. Holloway up 2 positions so far, but he's not satisfied yet. Taking a peek there toward the inside. He had the fastest time on the track last lap with a 23:44. Getting plenty of draft from behind Adam Robertson here, and I don't know. I would guess at this point, some of these guys may try to hang it out a little bit and be careful on that right front tire, because that's exactly what happens. It tries to walk really around these guys and slide the back end of the car out from behind them. Great work here by Daniel Holloway. Seeming to really kind of hold it together here. Randy Bledsoe kind of minding his P's and Q's, dialing behind him. But Robert Lynch first started on the pole and then slid all the way back. kind of a nasty turn there. 35 laps in this one here, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Monster Mile. Ritch has set authority from 11th to 9th, so he's into the top 10 now. Billy Stanley kind of taking his eyeball on the outside of the top 5 here. Ritch Blake, our two-week winner here so far. Right early on a hot streak at this point. We'll see if Ritch Blake's got anything for us. He said his streak would come to the end tonight. Philip Temple showed up, but Mr. Temples is not here, so he's got a heck of a chance to see if he can come away with the win on this one. But right now, Lynch, Bledsoe, Holloway, and Robertson are the ones in front of him in that order. So he's going to have to kind of dial around this turn here and kind of figure out how to get it, kind of square this away. I'll admit right now, guys, these shootout series, I appreciate them, I'm sure they're okay having so little laps, but man, as clean as they're racing right now, no cautions at this point. This is really starting to tick away as we are already past, starting on lap 8 here. 23.5 seconds out of Adam Robertson is his fastest lap here of the night. Still going around, not really at this time, Robertson being contested. Robert Lynch showed, obviously, he had one heck of a hot lap there at during qualifying here, but it looks like he's starting to loosen up just a little bit here coming to the end of lap 8. As I say that, Robertson might be having to be real careful here. Because it looked like Daniel Holloway was getting ready to take a peek there on the inside. But right now on the inside is Randy Bledsoe in the 81. Our points leader here. He's got to maintain either a win tonight or a second place to stay out in front of Adam Robertson. Qualifying positions did matter during this piece. Lynch starting to get real loose here. Ritch Blake avoids that, so now Ritch Blake, one more down. He's now in the 4th. 2 positions up so far this race. So far, falling back here pretty bad is Mr. Lynch here. Kruns is having a little bit of trouble starting on the pole back in the 5th. 25 to go. 11 drivers on the track. No paint traded yet, not even with the wall. Great running by all these drivers here so far. Really, those turn exits are so crucial. And here we go. Robert Lynch into the wall. Billy Stanley seems to avoid that. As I say that, I believe we may have some damage on the front of Billy Stanley's car. There he is. Got the drone out there on the front of Billy Stanley's car. He's got it. Oh, no! Look out! Caution is out. Robert Lynch. Oh, where is he? Heading down pit road already. Dang, he might have just had the angle for that. All right, that is going to bring us to our first caution here of tonight. See if we can get another angle here of the turn. Oh, man. We'll see if we can find something a little above it at this point. But you can see Billy kind of see if he can try to push through him there. And what you don't want to do is a car kind of sliding it to its side in front of you and stalling out. Because that can end up causing a problem, you running into him or continuing to jam up the rest of the field. So kind of what we saw Billy doing here is just pushing his way the rest of the way through here. But let's see if any contact is made. Oh. And maybe. I did see daylight. That may just kind of be that wiggle room on that net code there, and Billy just trying to get his rest of the way around. Unfortunately, Robert Lynch from the pole to this position now. He's going to have a lot of trouble out here on the track getting ready. We'll kind of see how these guys get formed up here. Definitely seeing tires getting slammed on. Robert Lynch is out. See how the rest of our guys are looking. Pretty slow on the move here. Let's take a look. All right, now we're going to catch up with Robert Lynch. Robert, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, bud, dude. Billy kind of bump you a little bit there?
Yeah, he bumped me, then pushed me around. So
That's right, man. Is the track kind of it looks like it's starting to slick up on you a little bit here, bud.
no, what it was I spun my tires on the start, and so it slicked them up, and so that's what caused all this, and it got me a little bit looser than I wanted to. So
Yeah, definitely a battle. I was gonna say you were out there on the pole, and I think you were fifth position before the spin out there. Definitely some trouble out of that 21 car there, bud. Your tire temperatures or the percentages, how bad were they out there? I mean, I think you guys only ran about 10 laps here.
yeah, well, because I spun them, so mine are going to be a little bit different. It was 88%, so out of right front.
Oof. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
88%, you guys are definitely pushing these cars really, really hard to get around here. Got a full field in front of you now, 10 cars to kind of negotiate here. Kind of what's the game plan here, Robert?
Just pick them off one at a time as I can. So I know I'm fast, so it's just got to be safe.
All right, man. Try to be careful out there, Rob.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Robert Lynch. I don't want to get him tangled up. I remember anything from last week. I got him tangled up a little bit before the green flag last time. I don't want to mess him up this time. Here we go. Robertson and Holloway, and they were saying that kind of that restart, that is going to be the key here. Good restart will make sense. Let's see. Wow, Bledsoe going to give Daniel Holloway a little shove there, which should go ahead and give the favorable inside line here to Randy Bledsoe. Robertson falling back to third now. And now he's going to have his hands full. Trying to see if he can run these guys back down. Coming around the turn here, Ritch Blake down to the bottom of Rob Yost. Rob Yost ended up in the third position last week. Haven't seen a whole lot of him so far this season. He's been kind of checked out a couple of these races, but he came back and was able to get a solid podium. But he's got Robertson to get around if he wants to go ahead and get himself another podium position here tonight. But he's only got 22 laps to get it done. But if I am not mistaken, I think that is Robert Lynch on the wall here. No caution at this point. I'm going to roll it back here real quick. Let's take a quick replay at what happened. Oh, new tires. Oof. Oh, boy. That's going to probably do it here for Robert Lynch. Yeah, you can hear the engine power is down. Holloway puts him a lap down now, and away these guys go. I think only because it was a single car, no cautions are going to happen here. But right now, Daniel Holloway in the lead. Randy Bledsoe second. Robertson third. Separated by only about a tenth of a second here on Randy Bledsoe to Holloway. Randy Bledsoe going to take a peek toward the inside. Battle. Boom. Little side draft there. Doors him into turn 3 and gets his way around. Holloway now, the left side clearance of his car, is now going to have to battle his way back toward the front. Got a long way to go to make that happen here. As you see Robertson taking a peek there toward the inside. Not much doing. Let's see if he kind of does the same thing here on 3. Caution is out. I believe Richard Suddeth got it. Looking at all the streaks there, Suddeth may be the one for this caution here. I would be interested to see that if Mr. Suddeth spun out here, if it was a single car, it ended up throwing a caution via his car, but not Mr. Lynch. So let's go ahead and take a peek here at it. Here comes Richard Suddeth. Ooh, you can already see he's drifting. Look out. Oh, he might have made it. He might have just made it. He may have not clipped that wall. See if we can find Richard Suddeth going through here one more time here. Oh, he didn't hit the wall. So close. So close. Great job there by Richard Suddeth keeping that one off the wall. Yeah, and that's something we're starting to kind of see now, is what is kind of happening to these cars. They are definitely, getting really, really slick coming out of the turns here. And that's just not something you want so soon really into the race here, as they're going to try to battle each other back when we get back under green. Robert Lynch showing out there still on the track. Believe a little fast repair there got him back out, so no problem at this point. So far, Billy Stanley's still down pit road. Not sure what happened. I don't know if he's Billy Stanley's running into a technical issue here. Because at this point, his pit's time has stopped. But he's still in pit lane. Yeah, he's still kind of chugging out there. Almost 3 minutes in pits. I think Billy Stanley may have had a technical issue at this point. But we're going to cut to a commercial real quick, and we'll be right back.
Hey folks, John Schneider here. I'm so excited. This is actually my wife's car. Mine is covered up over there, but I want to thank Performance Distributors. Look at that. So good looking. And batteries. And all the wires here. I want to thank you for supporting our internal battle at home. Who is faster? Just hang on. We both have the ability to win the race. Why? Because we got the best distributors, batteries, and wires in the business, and we want to thank you for that. But as far as actually winning the race, me. Thank you. Thanks for this. Yeah, thanks for this. Bye.
Everybody, we are back right now taking a look. I want to have a little chat about Ritch Blake right now. In the 66 car, he is 6th in points. Only about 2 points behind Daniel Holloway. Daniel Holloway sitting at that 406. Getting pretty close. Robert Lynch at the 404 and Ritch Blake at that 382 mark. So a lot of good moving so far. A couple of wins here for Ritch Blake has slid him crazy up the standings here. But yeah, just so yeah, between the battle between Holloway and Lynch right now, really for that 4th, 5th position, and for the lead of Bledsoe. So the lead is only determined by 5 points, and the position for 4th and 5th determined by 2. Billy Stanley and Philip Temples. Right now, Billy Stanley is above Philip Temples by 3 points. So there's still a lot of work to do for them. Pace car lights are out. Guys are double stacked. Randy Bledsoe going to take us to the green flag. If we know anything about Randy Bledsoe, he has the restart capabilities. So as soon as he hits this Geico restart zone, expect that front nose to come up, and they do. Look out. Guys sliding around here on the track, definitely trying to keep the tires down as they are sliding around, moving everywhere, every which way. Randy Bledsoe is able to break away. And we saw Daniel Holloway slide something fierce almost into the wall. As they get going around here. No problem out of any of these drivers just yet, as we are back on the fresh tires, slicing our way back down the front stretch here. Billy Stanley still down pit at this point. Hopefully he is able to bring the Performance Distributor super late model back out onto the concrete track. Ritch Blake has dropped down in the 6th spot. But he is all over the backside of Robert in the number 5. In the number 9 in the 5th spot. Bledsoe and Robertson right next to each other here. Wondering to see if Robertson, with the fastest time out here, is going to catch him. But the fastest time has been beaten. Daniel Holloway holds a 23:43. Randy Bledsoe holds a 23:44, and Adam Robertson with a 23.5. 15 laps to go. All right, everybody out there in the chat seems to be kind of really rooting on Randy Bledsoe here. Right now, he's doing a fantastic job. He's seeming to stay clean almost all race. We did see him kind of bump Holloway out of the way there a little bit for the lead. After a quick pit stop and kind of right back out they go. Daniel Holloway with only 11.7 second pit stop on that last run. He may have only taken right side tires, top off on fuel, and back out he went. See how we get going around out there. Stanley out there in the chat. Tell me what's going on with Billy, because Billy's been down for about almost 7.5 minutes here. I don't know if he had a little trouble, but we'll see what we get going here. Let's stay on the track where the battle is right now between Bledsoe and Robertson. Robertson's starting to send it into the turns here a little bit. He's got definitely a different turn entry here. Oh man. As Daniel Holloway gets right behind him, takes the downforce off the back of that car. Now he's starting to slide around. 28 car looking toward the inside, and he makes the move. Bledsoe sees it in the mirror and stays high. Right now at this point, Spotter doing a great job letting Bledsoe know where he is. Because right now that 28 car is looking for a lane. Right now, Robertson about 0.03 of a second slower than Bledsoe, but they're going to re-rack him. We're back under yellow flag. I believe there's a tumble up here in the back. The 9 car is around. Some damage to the front of Bomb Dude. Not good. All right, we're going to try to see if I can take a peek here. And see if anything happened, if any contact was made. We knew Ritch Blake was battling for this spot here. 9 car already drifting. Yeah, good job here actually by Ritch Blake trying to slide around there. It looked like the 9 car was getting out of sorts. And Ritch Blake with a fast move there toward the top. Definitely a great job for wreck avoidance on that one. Let me see if I can actually take a look back and see, per Ritch Blake and his angle, kind of what he sees here. As we get going around the turn. Alright, let's take a quick look and see what it looks like. Full speed. Yeah, you see the 9 car kind of letting go, makes the move. And around he goes. Great job. Yeah, great wreck avoidance. Doesn't look like any real damage to the front end of his car here. See if we can take a peek. Yep, everything A-OK. Ritch Blake will maintain track position so far, but we got pit stops. So as I say that, let's take a look at where Ritch Blake ended up. Back in the 7th position. Actually losing a couple here, heading down pit road. Quick pit stop for him. I definitely expect to see another set of right side tires for some of these drivers, especially if you are in the front. Not taking tires is probably a really good idea. But long run, it'll actually work out fantastic as being able to stay out front. If I am not mistaken, I believe Robert Lynch is back on the lead lap here. We're sitting right now in 2nd. After going a lap down, I believe, with the spin out and everything else. Last time Robert Lynch pit was back on lap 14. Right now, everybody through 4th through 10th has pit back on lap 25, and we'll count Billy Stanley in there. Unfortunately, 9 laps down. He last pit on lap 15. But that is going to put Daniel Holloway here toward the front. Robert Lynch close to at least his pole position here. Matthew Barker sitting in 3rd. It's probably Bomb Dog is what it is. Why do I keep calling Bomb Dude? I don't know. I think it sounds pretty cool. Alrighty. Out there in the chat, my moderator will try to strike that down. Hopefully that is not on my end. We'll get that squared away. Sure, Kathy Wallace, Beth Glittner, you guys are all out there. Appreciate you guys joining me here tonight. Looks like Billy Stanley's going to go ahead and get one of these laps back here. He does have some damage to the left front of that car. Per my ticker here, I am not showing anything happening with Billy Stanley. Kind of getting mashed to pieces. Seeing anything. We may have to talk with Billy. Hopefully he's able to kind of battle his way back toward the front. Pace car lights are out here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I was trying to see if I could take a peek and see what happened to our beloved number 8 car out there for that damage there in the front. Yeah, Robert Lynch here so far. Hopefully he's going to be able to kind of collect this back together and stay on the lead. Looking good here so far. Let's take a peek. Here we go. These two guys here in that front row. Let's see if the slipping and sliding starts. Oh, watch the outside line. Looks like everybody nice and easy. All right, not too bad on the wheel spin there. Matthew Barker in the 96 seems to be the one who got the worst of it there. Second on the inside line. So Robert Lynch trying to make sure he doesn't end up in a 3-wide position here. Because he's got to be super careful. Both Roberts right now, second and third. Whoa. Coming off of 4, less than 10 to go. Out there in the chat, guys, Daniel Holloway is pulling away something fierce right now and seems to really have the angle on this race. Knows exactly where to be at this point. Like I said, I was nervous about him pitting only back on lap 12. If we end up in another caution, it may end up ruining his night. But right now, it's working out perfect. He's almost got about 3/4 of a second gap between him and the second place. Ooh, that's Bledsoe toward the bottom. Bledsoe battling toward the front. Definitely got bumped out of the way. He's now going to have to chop back up and see if he can fight into the front. But so far, he is in 4th, just outside of a podium position. Robertson in 3rd. About 0.6 of a second separate our 2 points leaders. So right now, Bomb Dog is trying to run down Holloway. Let's kind of keep an eye back here on Ritch Blake. Ritch Blake looking on the inside, actually, of Robert Lynch here. Kind of taking a peek at the rest of the race, kind of watching what's happening. We'll see Ritch Blake, see if Rob Yost decides to slide on the inside. But we're to rotate up to Robertson. I believe Robertson just passed for the 2nd position. Back to Lynch. Lynch on the outside now. Now the 83 of Rob Yost is trying to get a piece. Sliding around the track they go. Right now, Lynch, he was up in the 2nd position, now down to 7th. Greg Myers, so this is about to be a 3-for-1 kind of lap here. Lynch not happy about being on that high side. 4 laps left to go in this one. You definitely see Lynch trying to throw that super late model into the turn here. As he comes around, whoa, man, close to that wall. Greg Myers still on the inside, battling for this 7th position. Holloway under fire now by Robertson. We might have a change of lead here in just a second. Robertson looking to see if he can get another win here. And he does. He got him. Adam Robertson last pit on lap 25. 20.5 second pit stall time. So that's definitely 4 tires for him. And it's paying off. Randy Bledsoe in tow, coming in the bottom podium position here for 3rd. 2 to go. Only 6 turns left in this race here, ladies and gentlemen, as they try to get going around here. Heck of a shootout this has been here at Dover. Appreciate you guys joining us here. Robertson now starting to take off with this one. If 81 of Randy Bledsoe can get a hold of Daniel Holloway here, it'll increase his points chance. But white flag is out. We see Barney waving it in the flag stand, and away they go. Nothing doing right now. I don't think anybody else has anything for Robertson, as Robertson is pulled away. Bomb Dog down toward the bottom. Spun out for the race. We'll double check back there and see if there was any contact. But right now, Robertson bringing home the win at Dover. Daniel Holloway second and Randy Bledsoe in third. Great job by all these drivers out here. Not too bad, especially on the caution count. I'll actually rotate it back to Bomb Dog here and kind of see what happened here. Oh boy, yep, just got loose coming out of that turn. Dang. All right, Adam Robertson. Great job tonight. Getting this one squared away. Now, a lot of these drivers out here are definitely pushing it, trying to see if they could get anything of it. I will mention Ritch Blake into the 4th position. That is impressive, as we're going to take a look at our race results here for tonight. Yeah, great job by all our drivers out there. Let's get it wrapped up here. Let's go ahead and chase down our guys and get squared away for this for a few interviews here, ladies and gentlemen. I actually want to have a little conversation with Bledsoe. Led a lot of laps here tonight, but wasn't able to come away with the win. So hoping Randy Bledsoe would have had a little something for us, but let's try to check in with Randy Bledsoe in the 81. Randy, you got a copy here, bud?
I got you.
Dude, what a race this was. Like you said, fresh air was kind of key here tonight. You did end up pitting. You short pit there last pit stop. Kind of good or bad decision here?
I thought it was a pretty good decision. I think I could have kept Adam behind me if we didn't have that melee off turn 2. Kruns, he got loose. I got under him, and me, him, and Adam almost wrecked it off too. But Adam, he lucked up, went around us.
Man, yeah, I was gonna say that was kind of weird, man. Everybody started shuffling and having a really heck of a push out there toward the end of this race. Anything you could have done to really bring home the win?
I maybe stayed. I don't know if I'd have stayed. I'd probably been like Daniel. I would have got caught right there. Not really. I don't even know if 4 tires is. It was that lucky move, I think, that really got him in front of me that proceeded to the win there.
All right, man. Well, right now you are still in the points lead at this point. I think if you had gotten in the second, I think you might retain it. But we'll see via your qualifying area and everything else where this lands you, man. Because the two of you guys, the 81 right now and the 28 car, both you and Adam are only separated by 5 points here coming into Dover, dude. This is it's starting to get here pretty tight here.
Yeah, he should have gained 2 points on me tonight, me finishing third and him qualifying 1 position ahead of me. If I'm correct.
All right, man. Well, that brings us to next week, Kansas. How confident are you feeling?
Real confident. I won there last year. I'm pretty good at mile halves.
All right. Well, you got a couple of those. You'll have Kansas. Then you'll be floating to Iowa, and then I think Daytona. I think that's really going to be the make or break for both of you guys.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah, where that's going to be, because I think anybody can win. As long as you're really in that top clutch of 4, I think you might be the winner as long as everybody stays nice, clean, and safe. Randy Bledsoe, great job tonight in 3rd place. Go ahead and give me your shout-outs one more time, bud. Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I give a shout-out to all the veterans. Thank y'all for everything you do. Y'all are the #1 heroes. Everybody that's listening is a veteran, all veterans out there. All the fans, performance distributors, give a shout-out to Adam for winning this. I've actually made really good friends with him. I call him neighbor for his nickname because he don't live too far from me, actually.
Awesome. All right, Randy Bledsoe. Appreciate you coming out tonight, man.
All right, thank y'all.
All righty, Randy Bledsoe. There he is. I wanted to also tell him I appreciate having the logo on the back of his car as well. I know Adam Robertson's running something a little bit different on his car here tonight, but we'll ask him about that when he gets there. But first, let's go ahead and talk to Daniel Holloway in the number 26 car. Daniel Holloway, man, what a race this was.
Yeah, that was a good track tonight. Good, finally finishing a good finish tonight.
All right, man. Well, I kind of tumble around with some of the drivers up here and kind of ask, what could you have done different here tonight to keep that win away here from Robertson in the end?
About maybe 3 more laps short. I stayed out. He put new tires on, so it's just a matter of time. So I stayed out and just hope for the best. And I was thinking if those two, second and third, that was behind me, will hold them up just a little bit more. But new tires and 2 tires, which are a little bit old tires, would catch up. But it's Dover. I love Dover. One of my good tracks, and at least I got a top 3 out of it.
Yeah, we did have a discussion with our viewers out there. 11.7 second pit stop you had, while Robertson had a 20.5. So I knew he had the tire advantage. You just, I wasn't sure how long you were gonna be able to hold that lead out there, man. But speaking of leading, we talked to Randy Bledsoe. He won Kansas last year. How confident are you feeling going into it next week?
I haven't been on Kansas with this car, but I like Kansas, so I think it's a dogfight between me and Robert now for third. So we got 3 races, and I can't remember what the second last one is, but I know Daytona. That's my favorite track. So if I come out good these last 2 races, hopefully that last one treat me good.
Oh, yeah. Iowa will be race 14, and from what I'm seeing and watching people doing, that is probably just about as bumpy as Rockingham.
Oh, for sure. Iowa, good short runs. I'm pretty good at. So, but with this car, yeah, the handling and everything is different. So we'll find out.
All right, Daniel Holloway. Well, other than what it says on the back of your car, bud, I think I know what you want. Tell the rest of the field that you did here tonight. Fantastic job, bud. But go ahead and give me your shout-outs, and let's get you all ready for Kansas.
Shout out to GRaceLand for this series, letting me drive it with Billy and everybody here. Shout out to you up in the broadcast, and just want to say everybody who's all watching, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show.
Oh, yeah. I always say I wish it'd go longer, but I love the amount of laps you guys run. There are some tumble-ups, and it gets pretty clean, but you guys definitely bump and bang all race. But Daniel Holloway, great job tonight, bud, and can't wait to see the 26 of Kansas.
Thanks, guys, and you have yourself a good night, and we'll see you next week.
All righty. Daniel Holloway, everybody. Daniel Holloway got it done, but that brings us to Adam Robertson here, who is our race winner here tonight. Adam, any doubt in your mind?
Oh, plenty of doubt. I mean, I knew I was quick, but I've had bad luck on pit strategy a couple times. Yes, and I finished second more than I would like to the past month or so. So until the checker flag flew, I wasn't going to count my ducks in a row because I had hit the wall coming off the corner enough in practice to say that I could still mess myself up.
All right, man. Well, so far, like I said, you and Bledsoe were separated by 5 points. He believes you guys you have gained 2 points on him. That leaves you Kansas, Iowa, and Daytona. I mean, how confident are you feeling really at all 3 of these, to kind of reel it in and possibly bring home the win, the championship win for the gRaceland Shootout Series?
Well, I did not run Kansas last year, so if I go off of the way I judge it in every other car I've ever run there, I would rather bulldoze it and just leave the casino that's out back. And about the same thought about Iowa. I'm not the biggest fan of that, and I hate super speedway racing, but we're going to have to make it happen.
Oh, boy. I was going to say, because Randy Bledsoe's kind of calling his shot here, saying that's really his race to lose at this point. I think you had a little something different on that 28 car that you were running differently for this weekend shootout, I believe I've read on Facebook. You want to tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, I run one of the, it's a NASCAR style windshield banners like they'd use for Memorial Day, and I put my dad's name up there because he is a veteran, and just honoring him for Veterans Day.
Alrighty, bud. And yeah, I just want to make sure I gave you the floor here, man. Kind of explain to me a little bit about kind of what he did or anything like that, and kind of what it means to you at this point.
Well, anyone who's a veteran means a lot to me, but of course, obviously, my father, he's always my favorite veteran. He did 4 years in the late 70s, and he did a lot of different stuff, but obviously it was peacetime for the most part then, even though he did go to Korea and served a year. So, I mean, any veteran, and while I've got the floor, all happy veterans say to all veterans out there. But of course, obviously, it's my dad, so he's going to be my favorite veteran.
All right, Robertson, dude, this heck of a race you put on here tonight. Pit strategy did work for you tonight. You prevailed, but go ahead and give me a shout outs, man, because I got to get you practicing for Kansas.
All right, so thank everyone tonight who watched. Hopefully, you put on a good show. Thank Performance Distributors for sponsoring the league, and Billy for putting it on, and everyone out there racing tonight. We actually had some pretty good, clean racing for the most part.
Yeah, so far so good. I was going to ask actually what happened to Billy Stanley there. It looked like he had some damage on the left front of his car, and he was out for a good while down pit road. But you prevail here tonight, bud. Great job, Adam.
Thanks, sir.
All right, everybody. Adam Robertson getting it done here in the number 28. That puts Robertson, Holloway, Bledsoe 1, 2, and 3. Ritch Blake just outside of a podium finish here, breaking his streak in 4th. Rob Yost 5th. Greg Myers with the new paint job in 6th. Richard Sudduth stayed mostly out of trouble except one spin out. Ended up 7th. Robert Lynch, just nothing but trouble out of his car tonight. He could not be happy with that. Finishing in 8th, but he's got plenty of time to turn it around here between Kansas, Iowa, and Daytona. That puts Robert Baumdog in 9th, Matthew Barker in 10th, and Billy Stanley, unfortunately, like I said, I think he was having some technical issues there, landing in the final position. Guys, appreciate you joining us here at Simtrax Broadcasting once again. Interesting race here at Dover. Kansas will be, I think, a fun one, that 1.5 miles. Iowa's going to be a mess with as bumpy as it gets, but I thought Rockingham was going to be a mess, and Billy Stanley, absolutely put on a clinic at that one. Unfortunately, just Philip Temple's just had a little more in the tank for him, and that Daytona being our 15th and final race, then we'll see what they have for an upcoming season. But once again, let's stick to tonight, Dover Speedway. Great race tonight we saw so far, so we'll get the concrete out, back to the asphalt next week, same time, same place. Appreciate you guys joining us here tonight. So, of course, be well, be safe, be kind. Bye, guys.